Well, I guess I should probably wait until everybody was in here. I think Tozy's in the kitchen. But I wanted to give a brief update. So I haven't done a video in a while. So we've got all the dogs here. It is kind of later at night. Excuse you, missus. So she has been allowed to be on the couch because, oh, she's a pregnant girl, but she also can get up right here. For whatever reason, she wants to climb on top of me when she gets on the couch, which is weird. Kratos will make an appearance eventually. Okay, so we've got all the babies inside the house. Belly Bombs is laying down. They just finished eating dinner. Well, Belly Bombs was laying down. She's scratching now. Kratos is in the kitchen doing something. There's nothing to get into, so I don't know what he's hoping for. And we have the J-Bugs right here. So I just wanted to give an update on how Jack's doing. She's doing great. The cone actually comes off tomorrow. She's still on some medication because she still has some some swelling. So she's still on some medication for that. Oh, you guys can see Kratos in the background. But otherwise, she's doing really good. So we've been working on her behavior inside the house. Have not been allowing her, just eating fur. I just cleaned up that little corner back there, so there's not much stuff. And I know for a fact the only thing back there is dog fur. Anyway. So, basically, we've been watching her. She still walks with her tail in the air. I mean, she's not walking around now, but she'll still strut her stuff with her tail in the air. When I first let her kind of be out and about with the other dogs, she put herself in the kennel, even though I didn't tell her to go in the kennel. I didn't close it up, and she would just lay in there. Oh my goodness. Man, this couch is big enough for both of us. You don't actually need to lay on top of me, I promise. But she came out after dinner, after food. But she's doing okay for now. I have been getting on to her about anything that I perceive to be dominant behavior. Let's see how she reacts to this. Samara, please. I need to record. Samara has not been wanting to share space with anyone up here. For the most part, ignored Jack. Jack's tail's still in the air. So, but I've been getting on to Jack for anytime she stops stairs and is just kind of stiff. I kind of get on to her about it. I don't want her to stiffen up at all. Or, none of that. No staring, no stopping, sniffing, or stopping and being stiff. None of that. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So I do purposefully get on to her about that. And with Jack, I just need to nudge her, and then she'll break out of it and go away. Outside of that, she's, like I said, trying to stay out the way of the other dogs. Now, her tail hasn't gone down at all, but I do appreciate that she is trying to stay out the way. If the dogs, if I'm, and this doesn't include Belle. We haven't let Belle out with Jack yet, but if I'm walking somewhere, and the rest of these dogs follow me, so Kratos and Samara and Jack will stick to the back of it. She's not trying to push to get up, in front. So she's being more wary as of now, but realistically, she still has a cone on her head, and so she'll get the cone removed tomorrow morning. And then we'll see. That might actually change her behavior. She might be a little less self-conscious, but well, we have to see. We have to wait and see. So, anywho, that's all that's going on. I'm going to try to get the dogs out again. It did rain yesterday. Was it yesterday that it rained? It rained one of these days. Yeah, I can't ever remember. Yeah, so it's just a bit muddy outside. But it usually is muddy, and it's easy to get muddy in my yard because I have no grass along the side of my... Anyway, point is, I'll try to get the dogs outside soon so you guys can actually see them. And it won't include Jack. I will say that Jack is still going to be on a bit of a probation for a while until we can really check her behavior inside the house and work on outside the house where things run a little bit high. Our tensions kind of run higher because there's just all this energy. And even then, I don't know who I can really run her with. I don't know who I can really run her with, to be honest. I mean, to be honest, and of course I'm saying this, so it's not a guarantee, but I do have this feeling that by themselves, without backup, Kratos and Samara, or Kratos and Belle, on their own, would probably not try to start a fight with Jack. But, and it's not even starting, like, I say it like it's like the dogs, like, the Dogos have never started a fight in their life. It's literally always Jack trying to start shit. But I don't know if they would really go for it that much. If it's just with them, by themselves, they don't have backup. But, we're not going to trust it at the moment. Look, y'all better not be trying to play over there. I'm doing some flirting over there. It's cute. I don't know why Kratos is over there, but he is. Honestly, he's probably trying to see if Belle has something that he's trying to get to be honest. Yeah, Belle wants to play. Now you can kind of see some swelling on her side. Actually, I don't know if I got that. She's still, her fur's growing back in, but it's a little shaven. But on the other side, you'll see a little swelling. But yeah, anyway. Nothing else is going on, though, otherwise. Not a pregnancy update, but Samara's doing fine. Yeah, if she is, in fact, pregnant, if it's not like a false pregnancy or anything like that, she'll probably do the week of, gosh, I would say everything but the right one, Valentine's Day. She'll be due around that time. But, we'll see. Otherwise, nothing else is going on. So, I'm just keeping an eye on these two. So, Jack has not yet been able to sleep outside the kennel yet. No. Go. So, I get onto that because she was blocking Kratos' access, right? So Kratos is going this way, but she walked with me or with him this way to make sure he couldn't kind of come in. And she is not allowed to do that anymore. Yeah, I guess I could explain. So a large part of me getting her integrated with the pack is for sure going to be treating her like she is the lowest of the pack. The lowest of the pack does not get to protect anything. They basically get the bottom of the barrel. And of course, Jack's still going to eat good. She's going to have really cool, nice places to sleep. But unfortunately, she doesn't get to have as much attention, even though I tried not to give her too much attention just in general because I didn't want things to happen to her. But now we'll definitely have to give her less attention. So I don't really have to give her less affection. So that's not it. But I do have to be more hard on her. I guess that's kind of the right way. I do try not to give Jack over affection just because she does get so excited when I do give her affection. But now I really have to be a little bit tougher on her in regards to things like protecting or guarding, even if it seems like really harmless like that, where she's just trying to block Kratos' path. That's unacceptable. She's not allowed to do that anymore because she's not the top of the pack anymore. And I just have to reinforce that. So. I got Samara being a little dominant. And you'll see her tell me a little bit more. She's not quite 5 weeks pregnant, but she will be 5 weeks pregnant fairly soon. In a couple of days, in fact. Yeah, she's been doing good. You're watching this behavior because Samara is subtly, I can't say it. She's being subtle about it, but she is dominating Jack. I'm actually interested. She's actually kind of ignoring Jack right now. She will not let Kratos get this close if she's on the couch. Which I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe you guys didn't, but Kratos has like scabs on his face. Literally from for Samara gnawing on his face every time she's up here and he wants to get some snuggles. And that's okay. Tail raised, but no eye contact, so she's posturing, which Kratos has ignored, which is nice. Yeah, so long as she doesn't I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get her tail to be down, to be honest, and be a little bit more respectful. You can see a little swelling at the bottom right there. And right there, right above her knee, or not her knee, but her elbow. It's a little swelling. There, her fur is growing in and everything. And you guys can probably still tell a little bit where it's shorter. It's just a little bit lighter than everything else, but fur's growing back in. But you can see the swelling right there, and then on the other side of her. For whatever reason, there wasn't a drain on this side. That's right. She had a drain on the other, under that pit where the swelling was that was taken out last week, and then a drain on her stomach. But there's no swelling on this side of it because there's no drain over there. Anyway, yeah, I'm rambling at this point. There's nothing going on, you guys. I'm just eyeballing to make sure things are calm. I'll get the Dogos out and hope for a video hopefully tomorrow. I am trying to do some cleaning. Just been trying to move things around in my house so it doesn't seem so cluttered. And I have to do the playroom tomorrow, which means the dogs might get a chance to be out, but I've been getting on Kratos a little bit more. So yesterday we had a first class in like a month. It's the first class he's been in since he's been bred to Samara, and he was just a jackass. So he was mostly okay for most part until we did. So we do what we do is so he's in intermediate 2 class, and he's been through intermediate 1 like, gosh, 4 times now. And so he was going to be in it again, but that class was full, and they're like, hey, why don't you just move him up? So yesterday was his first class in intermediate 2, and the actual thing that we did was something that we usually do. But Kratos has been in an a-hole, I guess. Also, so this is the first class he's been in since he's been bred, and also since he got in a fight with Jack. So I think he's killing himself now. I didn't let it get too far to even see if he was trying to pick a fight. It really didn't seem like he was, to be completely honest. And like I said, Kratos, every time Jack and Kratos gets into an altercation, Jack starts it and Kratos just reciprocates that energy, right? So Jack, Kratos has never tried to just pick a fight. Anyway, point is, in class yesterday, we were doing this exercise where we all get on the side of we're in training class. Sorry, it's dog training. I guess specifically, this is dog training. So we would take the dogs, and Kratos in his class, so I was with Kratos, and we told him to sit, stay, and we walk around the room. So, Kratos does that. That's fine. We sit and stay. Oh, this is the first. There was 2 incidents. The first incident that was there. So I was able to go around the room and come back. But there's a dog next to him who, for certain reasons, is kind of shouldn't really be in that class, but needs to be in that class for a specific reason. So that dog did not want to stay. And luckily I had already grabbed Kratos, but the dog had moved, not going towards Kratos, but she was sitting next to Kratos. He had moved, and Kratos wanted to start chasing her. And so I had grabbed him and pulled him back, but he went for it again. And so I had to flip him on his side and get him to calm down, because he wanted to get up and keep chasing, which he's never done that before. However, I have heard, and I don't know, some people just say things and aren't experts, but I'm just going to give you guys what I've heard. I've heard that, and like I said, I honestly think that it was just play. This is a female. The other dog he was interested was also a female. And Kratos, like I said, Kratos has never started a fight, right? And the only dog he's gotten in a fight with was with Jack, and Jack has always been the one to start it, right? So we'll start with there. That's what I have as a basis, but of course, I don't know, and I didn't let it get far to really find out. Why are you crying? Sorry, Samara's making extra noises. Anyway, point is that, so I had to put him on his side, flip on his side, and hold him there until he relaxed a little bit, and then we went back to class. The next time was at the end of class. We do our long sits and stays. So basically, we all get on one side of the wall. I specifically chose a corner that way he didn't have 2 dogs on the side of him, and they had to sit for 3 minutes, and they had to down for I think like a minute. Maybe it might be a minute and 30. So basically what you're supposed to do is supposed to be able to sit or down your dog and walk to the other end of the room. But I've never been able to do that with any other dog but Jack. Samara can get pretty far away, but if she's sitting and there's nobody else around and somebody says anything, she will come running towards me. So, and in Kratos, I don't trust to not roam. But anyway, so point is that when we do sits and downs with Kratos, I don't leave him. I stand right there, as done in his leash. And so sits were fine. Downs, he was okay. I don't know what happened. The other dog moved for some reason, and it got his attention, and he went back in a chase. And it happened again. This was when we were doing the downs. So he did the sits fine. When we got to the downs, he wanted to chase. I don't know how I lost my balance because I was standing on the leash, right? So he originally went to lunge, and he couldn't move because I was sitting on his leash. But then something, I don't know, maybe within, because I pulled him, I reached to grab his collar and pull him back. And he went to lunge again, and maybe that's when I lost my balance. But anyway, I had to flip on his side again. And then I made him hold that position until everybody left for class. And then I grabbed him and went. But essentially, he's being an asshole. And I don't know if he thinks he's the big bad dog on the street because he's a man now. He's bred for this first time. Or the other thing that I've heard is that if you let your dogs fight, sometimes if you let them fight even once, sometimes they'll feel like that's okay to do. And they'll try to go for it. So, you know, I'm serious saying, oh, he wasn't trying to fight. And he never got close to the other dogs for me to really hear anything. The second dog did bark at him for trying to get too close or for getting too close. But outside of that, you know, nothing else happened for me to be like, oh, he was trying to attack the dog, right? He came up and was trying to sniff and stuff. So it was nothing like that. But of course, like I said, I didn't let it get close, so I don't know. I have to be cautious about that. But anyway, he's being a big jerk, long story short. So I really do want to get him out to do another play with all 3 Dogos. I don't know how much Samara's going to be engaged, to be honest. But we'll see. But then I really want to get on him more when they're playing now. So that way I can, I don't know, show him that even in high energy, he has to listen to me. So I'll end up putting him in submission posture a lot the next time I do a play, which I'll probably do a video still, but just as a warning, I'll probably end up having a lot of cuts in it, so I'll have to stop and put him in submission posture. Unfortunately, I don't do it as often as I probably need to. Hi, Samara. And so he's gonna A, try to run away from me, and then B, probably not settle down as quickly as he needs to. But yeah, because the thing is like he's wearing an e-collar right now. Oof. And I do have e-collars on them when they play, but I'm not going to use the e-collar to get him put in submissive posture because I don't want to depend on an e-collar to have him do that. And really, I know I can just do it by putting pressure on him, by following him and getting him to lay down and stay. But anyway, point is that it might be a little choppy video, but we'll try to get a video of them playing again. Especially since it's been fairly nice outside and it's gonna drop down to the 20s within the next week or so. So anyway, that's it. That is all, guys. Nothing really is going on. Everybody's here relaxing. Gonna watch some more reruns of my YouTube videos. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. I don't think there's gonna be anything too exciting happening until Samara gives birth, if she is in fact pregnant. Poor baby girl. Oof. Oof. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry, you got blurry for a second. Anyway, that is all that I wanted to talk about today. Oh my gosh. Phone? Okay, Samara, you're not helping my phone, actually. Hold on. No. Get over here and stay over here. I don't know why I want to crawl over me, but you have literally half of the couch. No. I feel like maybe there's food over here, but there's absolutely not. Oh, you're trying to play, huh? Okay. Anyway, guys, I've got nothing else to talk about. The Dogos are chilling. We'll let them hang out, or the Dogos, my dogs are relaxing. I'll let them hang out for maybe another hour or 2, and then we'll go to bed. We'll go potty and then go to bed. Oh my gosh, you are a big dog, okay? All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Samara's jealous of you guys, so talk to you guys later. Bye.